And he referred to scripture. And I said, why should I believe what the Bible said? And then he ended up starting to talk about fucking ID. And I was like, oh,
anyway,
God.
Yuri, what do you mean Jovan's not an admin anymore?
I looked at his roles and I didn't see the admin tag.
Well, he has the Jovan tag, which is above admin.
He's got the Jovan role.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Blovan role.
But anyway, while Yuri and Jack are together, Yuri, why do you fucking keep I know you're randomly attacking me because you think it appeases Jack, or you're doing it for Jack somehow.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I got disconnected. Like that, there's been multiple instances, but the last instance was, Pogan came in here and started attacking me, arguing that I should believe that Bacon actually committed rapes in the past, which, I mean, Bacon, I'm not saying that I disbelieve him, I just don't know what to believe about it. He was, I don't know, do you believe that? Because I think, like, Pogan's trust is a little misplaced in Bacon, because Bacon's a troll. But you started coming in here and saying, you randomly, like, see, you're doing this dishonesty shit again, GG. What was that about, Yuri? What the fuck? Like, Jeff, do you have a desire for Yuri to come in and randomly attack me because I harbor racists? Like, it wasn't even anything about the racists.
Yeah, I was there. Yuri was
Yuri, let's take care of this now, because there's never going to be a time where me, you, and Jack are in the same room where this isn't going to come up. Either stop randomly attacking me about bullshit in order to appease Jack, or let's work it out right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like, it obviously seemed like you were intoxicated.
Okay, well, tell me, why did you say I was being dishonest that night? Do you think Bacon's a rapist? We'll fucking fight about it then, bitch. Do you think Bacon's a rapist? Because I think your trust is misplaced.
I don't think it matters.
What was I being dishonest about that night?
Well, I think you forgot because you were under the influence, right?
So tell me, I'm asking you now, what was I being dishonest about?
You weren't being dishonest, but what I was saying...
Why did you fucking say I was being dishonest then? Why did you make a fucking false allegation against me, you piece of shit?
I never said you were dishonest.
You did say I was dishonest, and it's recorded,
and
multiple people witnessed you say that.
Then played a recording. Right, because I said that you were a bad friend.
Yeah, how was I being a bad friend? Because I was saying that I don't know if Bacon's a rapist or not. How was I being a bad friend?
I don't know why you keep bringing that up, because that wasn't the issue.
Because
I wasn't even there for that.
You keep randomly attacking me about it. Who was I being a bad friend to, and how? Who was I being a bad friend to, and how?
I'm glad you're getting your shit pushed in, Yuri.
Yuri, answer the question. First, tell me who I was being a bad friend to, and then tell me why I was being a bad friend. In what way I was being a bad friend to them? You fucking piece of shit.
You should run to Tom, Daddy Tom.
Like, Jack, I don't know why Jack can't just tell you, Yuri, I don't have the desire for you to randomly attack Godless, because I'm as sure that that's your motive for doing it as I am sure that I'm about 80% confident that I'm actually holding a fucking phone in my hand. And that's how confident I am that that was your motive for doing it. I'm not even gonna fucking get into the reasons why I think that. But nothing is gonna change my mind. There's very little that could be said that could change my mind about that. So why, Jack, do you have the desire for Yuri to randomly come in and start attacking me and telling me I'm a bad friend? Yuri, you said you told me I was a bad friend that night. To who? Just tell me to who, you fucking piece of shit. Who was I being a bad friend to?
Yuri? You're just going to scare Yuri off.
Yeah, I think he said in chat that he's not going to talk right now.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then Yuri, but that's not him. There's never going to be a time, unless he's willing to discuss it or to agree to randomly stop talking to me, there's never going to be a time where me and him and Jack are going to sit in the same room. So Yuri's going to be deafened now. And if Yuri decides he will stop randomly attacking me without telling me why, or if he agrees to either stop doing it or discuss the reasons so we can work out what his problem is and why he thinks I'm a bad friend, so that in order I can modify my behavior and not be a bad friend anymore. Until then, he can be deafened.
I mean,
he laughed.
To be honest, Godless, we've seen Yuri do this type of shit before. Like, I actually
agree. And I know it's because he's doing it for Jack. But
Yeah,
Jack
so
doesn't
low.
even want him to do that.
So I agree with you. But like, what's concerning to me is why do you care so much about it? If Yuri, like, why do you care if Yuri rants?
Because I'll be. He always does it when I'm stressed out, like dealing with some other issue. Like the last incident was Pogan, and he comes in and like randomly attacks me about this other shit. So it stresses me out more. So I'm sick of being stressed out about it, and I'm offended at being accused of being a bad friend because I have not been a bad friend to Yuri, and he won't even tell me who I'm supposedly being a bad friend to. So Yuri's just, I guess, if he doesn't want to. I'm even telling him, let's talk about it so I can modify my behavior and stop being a bad friend. Let's communicate about it, but he won't fucking communicate about it.
Well, the reason he won't communicate about it is because you already answered that. It's because he does everything that he thinks Jack wants him to do. So that's it doesn't go any further than that.
Well, Jack's here, so why wouldn't Jack just say, Yuri, I don't want you to randomly come in and accuse Godless of being a bad friend when you won't even tell her who she's a bad friend to? So that's fine. I'll be cool with Yuri and Jack when they're alone. But whenever I see Yuri and Jack in a room together with me, it's gonna come up. And I'm not gonna shut up about it until either fucking Yuri engages or agrees to stop doing it, or I'll fucking just deafen it. And if it's in another server, then I'll just scream about it until I'm muted in there.
He's been on a vendetta against.
I don't know how else to get him to stop. If somebody else has a different way for me to get Yuri to stop, I'm open to suggestions.
Wait, what do you want to get him to stop doing?
I think it's just sexual frustration.
I want him to stop coming in the middle of when I'm in fights with other people that have nothing to do with him, and start bringing up shit that has nothing to do with the fight I'm in, and start randomly accusing me of being a liar and a bad friend, which he did say I was being dishonest that night, which he's lying about now.
Why do you want him to stop doing that?
Because it's stressful and it hurts my feelings when he says I'm a bad friend, that he won't even tell me who I'm being a bad friend to. It's stressful. That's why.
Well, if he comes after
it's stressful. It's stressful and it's hurtful.
Did he just do it?
Yeah. But if he comes after another female, I think we're going to notice a trend.
Well, that's 3 to my count. So, it's just sexual frustration.
Well, from Yuri, no.
Yes.
It's just political maneuvering. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with sexual frustration. He figured out.
What was his reasoning for the Lady K thing? He doesn't even know who the fuck that is.
I don't even think I'm being unreasonable at all. I want to have a resolution. He just won't even tell me what the fucking problem is. Like, I'm willing to modify my behavior. I have to know what I'm fucking doing wrong first, though.
Well, I think if you're sincerely
like, whenever he does that, he never has any specific complaints. He just throws out random character assassinations without ever telling me what exactly he's talking about or who exactly he's talking about. And it's because he thinks he's sucking Jack's cock by doing that. But Jack, I don't know why Jack won't just tell him, Yuri, what the fuck? That doesn't make me happy. You're not appeasing me by doing that.
Well, if you wanted Yuri to just stop what he was doing, then my experience, the best way to get him to do that is to confront him privately until he...
Yeah, we could, baby, me and you confronted him privately. Remember? We had a half an hour conversation with him in private, and then he still did it.
Right, but I mean...
That conversation was fairly recently, too, like 2 weeks ago.
But just like listen, I don't think that you think that Yuri thinks that Jack wants him to lash out at me, but he lashes out at me too,
He does it to me too, and I love Yuri.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know why you think talking to him in private would get it to work when he continued to do it multiple times after that.
Well,
I'm willing to try it again. I'm open to suggestions. I'll try talking to him in private again. I just want to get him to stop. Or I'm even willing to modify my behavior. I just have to know what I'm doing wrong.
It's not you. He does it to everybody.
Wait, did Yuri do the thing that you don't like tonight or some other time?
Does it matter? He just needs
he didn't. It's always him that initiates it besides tonight, but he did it tonight in the sense that he said that he didn't say that I had been dishonest, which was a lie, but he said that he had accused me of being a bad friend, which was true. He had said that. So I was like, who am I being a bad friend to? And he won't even tell me. He won't tell me at the time that he brings it up either. It's crazy. I just want to get him to stop. And I'm not at all unreasonable for wanting that to stop. So if somebody else knows how to get it to stop other than the thing I'm trying, that's fine. It's usually when, it's half the time he does it is when Jack's around though. So, I mean, I'm going to be cool with Yuri and cool with Jack when they're not together. But whenever I see them two in a room together, I'm going to start attacking Yuri about it.
Okay.
Josh, why don't you just private call Yuri?
So Yuri and
But
Jack.
Zach, we did that. We spent a half an hour talking to Yuri. I mean, I'll try it again. Josh and I spent a half an hour, which I had to beg Josh to do, by the way.
I didn't know.
We spent a half an hour in a private call. I had to beg Josh to do it to like mediate between Yuri and I. And it turns out like Josh kept asking him what are his specific complaints, and he didn't really even have any. He's just insane.
He needs to get laid.
All right, I'm PMing them both, telling them never to be in a room together.
And Josh, why I had to beg you to do that private call? What do you now want to do it again? Because you didn't seem very happy about it the last time I asked you to do it. Did someone else? Are you telling me to do a private call, but you're asking somebody else to be the mediator?
Oh, I don't know if it could be mediated.
Well, who do you suggest the mediator be? Who do you suggest the mediator be?
I just said I don't think it can be mediated.
B3 will be the mediator.
So you're suggesting that I do a private call with Yuri, but you don't know with who? Okay, I don't know what to do then. I don't know who to ask to be the mediator. I don't know. I'm willing to try it again. I don't know why it would work when I already tried it, but I'm willing to try it again. If somebody wants to step forward and offer to be the mediator,
I'll do it.
I mean, I'm being extremely flexible here. I'm open to pretty much anything in order to resolve the shit.
Why don't you just mute Yuri?
Well, that's not a
Just shut up, Joe. You're not helping. Shut the fuck up.
Then you won't have to deal with this shit.
I mean, to be honest, Jack, I didn't realize it was this bad initially. But Jack, why don't you just tell Yuri that you don't want him to do this? Because I don't think you do, right? This will put an end to everything. It's the quickest path. Path to solving this.
It's just that's too simple. That's too simple a solution for you guys to think that works. Like sometimes Yuri will come in and start yelling at Jack for whatever reason, right? And he doesn't do that for Jack's approval.
No, I have a lot of reasons why. Like I said, I'm as confident as that I am. I'm at 80% confident that I'm holding a phone in my hand right now. That's how confident I am that Yuri's motive is Jack. I don't want to get into the reasons, but I'm 80% confident that I don't want to get into the reasons. I'm already fucking stressed out.
I mean, I actually agree with Godless on this because I've seen Yuri engage in that kind of behavior in the past, like very similar things.
We all have. Have.
But he also does it when Jack is not around. He could do it in front of Tom.
Yeah, but you guys are not. I mean, Godless says she doesn't want to explain the reasons, but say Godless has reasons that she doesn't want to explain. What reasons do you have? Because it's like the same. I'll just pose the same question to you, Sam.
I mean, let's assume that it's not because of Jack, right? Don't you think if Jack said to Yuri, Yuri, he doesn't even have to tell Yuri to stop. All he has to say is it doesn't appease me when you randomly attack Godless. I think that would be sufficient to get Yuri to stop.
Well, look, I guess just to answer your question directly, Josh, I'll tell you why I think in this case it is motivated by that. Specifically because the person in question at the time was Pogan, right? We were all making fun of Pogan because, he was trying to drive Bacon out because of the whole racism accusation. And I've seen instances in the past when Yuri would step in to defend Pogan. And it all started when Pogan got really close to you guys, right? And Jack would frequently say things like he likes Pogan, he got along with Pogan. So I've seen Yuri defend Pogan in the past, especially in cases when Jack was in the room. And it was just obvious it was for Jack's approval. That's why I think in this case,
it was also
because
when Jack joined that night. That's when Yuri started it.
Yeah, and there is a consistent pattern to it. Like, it happens especially in cases where the person being attacked is Pogan or Vic or somebody, among the people you guys usually hang out with, people that Jack approves of generally, or approves is a strong word, but takes as friends.
Oh, and another thing, I don't want to get. There's a lot of reasons. Another thing, one thing I want to point out though is he doesn't actually have any specific complaints. Like, he'll scream at me that I'm a bad friend, but I think it shows that he's doing it to appease other people because he doesn't even actually have any fucking content. He just wants to attack me to appease someone else, but he doesn't know what to attack me for, so he makes shit up. I mean, I think my solution will work. That either Yuri will be deterred now, or if he's not, then I'll just start screaming when he's at him when he's in the same room with Jack, and either force him to engage, or force him to agree to stop, or just fucking either he'll get deafened, or if it's in another server, I'll get muted for screaming.
Seems like if the things.
I mean, that seems like a pretty. What could go wrong with that, right?
Seems like if the things he says stress you out, you could just mute him and be done with him.
Well, I don't want to silence. Like, if somebody comes in and says you're a bad friend, I don't.
Server muting him. I'm saying you wouldn't be able to hear him anymore.
But I don't want. I like Yuri. I enjoy talking to Yuri, and when Jack's not around, Yuri is nice to me. So I don't see what why it's like locally mute him, so I can't ever hear him. I want to hear him. _ Joe, how about you? Do you want to be the mediator in the private call?
You're saying you'd rather hear him than not hear him, is what you're saying?
Yo,
yeah,
Joe is dumb, yo.
With my solution, yeah, I think that I've come up with a solution that will work. So, yeah, I'd rather hear Yuri and have the nice conversations I have with him. And I mean, I've come up with a solution. I don't even see a problem with my solution, right?
Joe, do you not realize that friendships are complex, and that there isn't a simple solution to this?
What are you talking about?
Trying to pose.
I don't know. My solution seems pretty fucking simple.
Sorry, I didn't mean. What are you talking about, Godless? I was asking the other person, whoever that was. What are you talking about?
He doesn't know my name. Anyway, you're trying to.
It's hard for me to distinguish voices. I'm sorry, whoever you are.
Wait, no you're talking to me or Concrete?
Oh, is that Concrete? Hey, Concrete.
That's your Christian brother.
Joe, what about you? Would you like to try to be the mediator in a private call?
Godless, you're missing something. He does it to everybody, and it's not just Jack. He'll do it.
Concrete, you don't know. Jesus Christ, who keeps unmuting Concrete? It's crazy. Joe, would you like to try to be the? And I'll be calm in the voice call too. I'll be polite. Do you want to try to be the mediator?
No, I don't think that I'm going to be of any help if you can't just talk to these people yourself.
Well, I'm the one that's willing to talk to Yuri, right? I'll talk, and I'm willing to talk in a calm, polite voice too. I tried to. Didn't you hear me try to talk to Yuri tonight?
Yeah,
he accused me of being a bad friend, and I said, "Who am I a bad friend to?" And he wouldn't answer.
Something's happening that's preventing whoever you need to talk to about this from talking to you, right? And I don't think that like my being in the picture is going to change that.
I mean, if you want me to try and mediate between you two, I can try. I know.
Okay, doesn't Yuri have some opposition to you?
Sam as
that would be fine. But...
yeah, that's
No, I can't do it. You recently chewed Yuri out for what he did to Lady.
I can be. Trust me, I can be very calm when I want to be. I actually think I would be a good choice.
That's the problem. You never want to be.
Lady K
is shit, man.
Lady K just got me banned from Darth server. Fuck that bitch.
Hallelujah. That's so awesome. I fucking love her now. That's great.
Oh yeah, you love the Darth Dawkins disciple?
I love that she got you banned from that server. That's just hilarious.
That is pretty hilarious, considering that like she's been in that community for like 3 weeks and she got you banned.
I know. When Darth wasn't in there, she just told some disciples some lies, like that I stalk her. She's like, "Oh,
you do,
hilarious.
You do."
I've been a member of that server for a year. The fuck?
Yeah, that's why it's funny. Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Oh, that wasn't a denial of the stalking charge, was it? If I'm in a server for a year before you even show up, and then we're debate like 2 times in the servers that I've been at in a year, how the fuck is that stalking? She's just upset because I owned her in some debates.
Maybe it was the fact that you've messaged her. Maybe it was the fact that you've messaged her on like 3 different accounts, like after she's blocked you.
One account. What the fuck are you talking about?
Not what I saw.
Once again, you're the dude that makes up shit about seeing my ex-girlfriend's vagina. I don't really believe anything you say anymore.
We've all seen it.
Again, no, none of you have.
Yeah, we've all
Alright,
seen her
send me it.
vagina.
Send me
You're
the
just
photo.
a liar.
I want to see a horse's pussy.
What?
What the fuck?
Photos
Your girlfriend has a horse pussy, sugar.
Why do you guys defend this fucking
Oh man, I gotta
Darth
see
Dawkins
this now.
disciple? You guys are such pussy-starved losers. If